Today, we're going to have fun with nonsense words. This is originating from our book Frindle, where Nick uses a nonsense word to stand for a real object. Let's see some of the nonsense words that you've submitted. Somebody said a bagel is now a Bacchus-jert. The new word for money you said was foolos. In our animal category, the new word for dog is now blops. The new word for wolf is now blober. The new word for a stuffed animal or stuffy is now stitrossamon. The new word for a video game is now nuanu. The new word for a cell phone is now friggle. The new word for COVID-19 is now rachnu. The new word for an airplane is now pound or powny. There were 3 submissions where I couldn't figure out your nonsense word. Thims, ogila, and kokonai. I've made a new favorite word, of course. For coffee, it is now eldnerf. But the one that has stumped me the most simple little thing, which is an egg, has now become fabesticata. Whoever made this word, can you please teach me how to pronounce it? And that's fun with nonsense words. Good morning, Room 14, and welcome to Wednesday, April 15th, 2020. We're going back to language arts today. I do have a few assignments for you, but don't worry, they're not all due today. The first thing I'd like you to do is spend 20 minutes on Reading Assistant Plus and then submit your Google form to tell me that you've completed it. Thank you to all those students who have read diligently for the past 2 weeks. The second thing I'd like you to do is listen to Chapter 4 from the book Frindle. Attached to that is a Google form. Remember that on a Google form, you cannot close the window until you've answered all the questions because Google Forms don't save. We're going to start our letter writing unit very soon, but before we start our unit, I'd like you to take a simple 2-question quiz to see how much you know about letter writing. It is a very simple quiz. Please click submit when you're finished. And lastly, I have released the assignment for week 19 spelling test, which is actually last week's words. That spelling test doesn't have to be completed until Friday. Please be honest about your score and submit it on the Google form that's attached. There are no new spelling words this week. You may have noticed that I have changed the way you can access our Google Meets. On the weekly timetable that's posted every day on SchoolZone, the link will actually take you to a generic Google page that looks like this. It's going to ask you to join a meet, and it's going to ask you for the nickname. I have posted the nickname on SchoolZone. Please use that nickname for every single meet. I have returned some of your assignments so that you can make some corrections. For those that have not yet submitted a nonsense word, you can still do so. I was having a lot of fun guessing your words. If you were one of those words that I couldn't get at the beginning of this video, please message me with more specific clues. Remember that if you run out of work, Madame Strike and Mr. Hughes also have assignments in their Google Classrooms. And as always, Room 14, once you're finished with your computers, find Plug and Park. See you tomorrow.